It's that time again. The long overdue next segment in my hair journey saga is finally here. It has been since late October, early November since I have touched this, which means that it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. Now it's usually about this time that I go back over my hair with the colors that I've been using, a purple, blue, green mixture. But you know what? I think it's time for that chapter to come to a close and for a new one to begin. Yes, you heard me right. Today we are saying farewell to the blue, the green, and the purple, and we are saying hello to the warm tones. But before we can even touch the actual colors, this is pretty obviously not going to be very friendly to the warm color spectrum. There are some hair dye videos where I don't worry about bleaching it and I just put it over top of my roots and let it fade into my natural roots, but we want to have a nice clean slate to begin with today so we can get the true real red tone colors, which means today we gotta dig out our old friend, the bleach. The last time I bleached my hair on camera, I had a very similar tone to this, maybe a little bit darker at the time, and I bleached it with a 20 volume developer, and it really didn't quite get all of the blue out of the ends. So this go around, I have bumped it up to a 30 volume developer. Now before anyone starts screeching, I would like to put a disclaimer out there that I understand that is playing with fire a little bit, using a 30 volume developer on already bleached multiple times hair. I'm very much a big believer that it is just hair. While I like it to be fun and I like to play around with it, if it all falls out of my head, it is not the end of the world to me. For a lot of people, that would be the end of the world, but I am going into this with the hopes that it's gonna go well and the knowledge that if it doesn't, that's on my head and that is fine with me. Lastly, before we get into the fun stuff, this is not my first rodeo and I know that these videos usually raise quite a few questions with you guys. So to hopefully answer as many of your questions up front about how I do things, why I do or don't do things, I'm going to be including a FAQ sort of thing in the description down below. But if your question's not there, make sure you leave it for me in the comment section down below. I read through all of the comments and I will do my best to answer your question. All the products that I'll be using today will be linked in the description box down below if you want to go check those out. I'm going to be using 2 packets of the L'Oreal Technique High Performance Quick Blue Powder Bleach Extra Strength for on and off scalp application. And for my developer, I'm going to be using that 30 volume developer I mentioned from Ion. This is technically the sensitive scalp version. I don't know if I need the sensitive scalp version, but they're the same style that I used last time with the 20 volume bleach, and I didn't see any reason not to get the sensitive scalp version, so protect your skin, y'all. I say as I just mentioned that I don't really care if my hair falls out of my head. And because we ain't about that professional life here, I'm going to be mixing them in a lovely peanut bar container. Mix Ion Sensitive Scalp Developer in an amount recommended in chosen hair coloring product instructions. Okay, over to you. This dedusted concentrated formula delivers faster, superior lightening powder. Power. Whoops. It stays moist and creamy for easy application and throughout development time. On scalp and off scalp techniques can be used to generate wear suitable disposable gloves. I do have those for the bleaching part. I do. I've even got 2 of them because we are fancy today. Mix product in a well ventilated area. Nope. Put the recommended amount of Quick Blue dedusted ultra concentrated bleach and Oreo cream developer. That definitely says Oreo cream. Now I'm hungry. In a non-metallic bowl. Not a bowl, but close enough. Blend until smooth consistency is achieved. And for on-scalp applications, this says that I'm going to use 1.5 to 2.5 ounces of developer for every 1 packet of bleach that I have. This is an 8-ounce container, so I'm going to be mixing about half of this into the bleach. It is snip snip time. Shake, shake, shake the powder. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. You're actually not supposed to take Polaroid pictures. Please don't do that to your Polaroids. They don't deserve it. They've done nothing to you. Should I be cutting towards my face? No. Packet 2. Boop, 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 boopy doop. Don't dump it on the bedroom floor because this is carpet and it'll never come out. Also, don't inhale the powder. That's probably not good for you. We're just, oh my, I startled myself again. I opened this last time and I thought that maybe it was supposed to have a cover on it. This is the second time it's been like this, so apparently not. You would think that this is something that should have a safety seal, but we're gonna trust the experts here and just hope that it has them in poison. Oh, that was a lot redder than I was expecting. I have no idea how to actually gauge how much is half, so let's just pour I don't think you guys can see it. It's about here. Let's call that half. Before doing anything else, put the lid on the container and put it far away from you where you can't knock it over, because even though it has a lid, I'll still find a way to spill it. And take your end of your blendy stick and we gonna stir. Okay, I don't see any clumps or any powdery residue, so we're gonna call that mixed. And I'm going to section off my hair. Ooh, that suddenly blended into the background. Okay, I think what I have back here is now a thin enough section to start bleaching. If you're really, really trying with this, I would probably separate it in half again, but we don't got time for that today. Time to don the trusty gloves. How do they do that? Just easy, boop, snap on. One of these days I'll figure it out. I know that you're supposed to try and keep it about an inch away from your roots until you are done, because your roots are closer to your head, which makes them hotter, and bleach develops faster under heat. I'm going to do my best to try and follow that rule, but I'm kind of stabbing in the dark here, so we're gonna get what we get. I'm not sure if there is a proper way, whether you're supposed to start working from the top down or from the bottom up, but I figure that if keeping it on here too long messes it up, I'd rather it be the hairs that are underneath than the ones that are gonna be sitting on top that go bad. We're already reaching the fun part where I just have to kind of dig into the back and hope that I'm getting what I intend to. I can't see what I'm doing. We're just kind of smashing bleach onto our hair. Okay, I think we may have gotten this bottom layer. Unclip that little boy, unclip the big boy. Ear scratch and break. I'm sure that's attractive. Is this what the ladies want? A friend! Time to enter unicorn mode. Okay, it's a bit of a sideways unicorn, but all unicorns are valid. Have you brought them a gift? You've all been blessed. I'm applying a bit more bleach to these top layers than I was to the bottoms, or at least a bit more liberally, because I definitely want to make sure that these top layers are well bleached. If there's a little bit of darkness in the bottom ones, I'm really not too concerned about it. I don't tie my hair up very often, and when I do, it's just around the house. But the top layers are what's important. Oh no! My eyebrow's itchy and I have bleach on my hands. Eyebrow? This eyebrow? Like right there. Oh, you're an angel. Thank you. The bleach is starting to dry in the bottle, if that tells you how long it's been since I started doing this. I'm quickly running out of bleach and I'm starting to panic a little bit. Okay, last section. An hour later, but we made it. Okay, we're not gonna play with it anymore. We're calling it. We're just going to push this back. I'm gonna massage it in a little bit. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing to do, but I'm already doing it, so it's a little too late to worry about that. Pull these off. 1 and 2. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. These giant capital letters that say do not massage into scalp. Maybe read through the full directions before doing this. Up to 50 minutes for retouch and 40 for virgin applications. So up to 50 minutes, I started this an hour ago. So for the parts that I started with, we're way past that and we just finished these ones. So my plan is to just keep a close eye on it and work from there. I'll be back once I am bleached and rinsed out. All right, well that went not great, but not horrible. This is fine. Honestly, the important part is that it did lighten the roots, and that's the biggest issue, and that I didn't lose too much hair. We have a hair catcher in our shower, so I pulled out the hair it actually pulled out, and this honestly really isn't too much. My only concern at the moment is going to be these ends. It was kind of wishful thinking to assume that I could get this blue out. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that's gonna really get that blue out. I think we've lightened it a little bit. The problem is that the bottom color is the lightest color. If I was sticking red on the bottom, I wouldn't be too concerned about it, but I'm putting yellow on the bottom. But that's gonna be a deal with it when we get to it problem. I'm going to be using Cosmic Sunshine, Sunset Orange, and Poison Red. I'm gonna segment it off pretty much exactly the same as I did for bleaching it. The giant air bubble at the top. I'm gonna try and squeeze that out. There we go. This looks sort of red coming out. But I'm gonna trust it. I'm gonna put our faith in the orange. Those are pretty similar in color on the plate. You know what? They might be completely different on the hair. Da, 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 boop. This is so much more noticeably blue when you when you put it next to the red. It's fine. We're just gonna slather that. You know what? Change of plans. We're gonna scoop that yellow back into the bottle and we're just gonna do red and orange. We're just gonna fade it down. It's fine. It's like covering
the
things.
Orange is struggling a little bit.
You're not helping. I feel like I'm literally slathering ketchup onto my hair. That's a video idea. Ronald McDonald had a bad night. Do you think Ronald McDonald bleeds ketchup? I hope he does. That'd be very on brand. What would we bleed to be on brand? Caffeine and depression. I'm a professional, can't you tell? Oh god, did I not make that preface at the beginning of this video? Very late disclaimer, I'm not a professional. If you were looking for a professional tutorial, I'm so sorry that you ended up here, but hopefully you've learned at least what not to do and maybe enjoyed yourself along the way. Ooh, submarine those layers. You can really see that. I did a good job. I'm proud of me. How many of you little shits are gonna tag Brad Mondo in this? Oh. I just swatted myself in the eye with that piece of hair. Great. Last section. Whee! We're just gonna mush. Just gonna mush. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Oh, this plate is real floppy. Let this sit for a while, go wash it out, and I will be back and we'll see what happens. I just knocked over the camera. And with that, we are done. Oh my god, it's red. I also realized far too late into all of this that I have dyed my hair Little Mermaid red. Now you can tell that the roots are a little bit darker and this is more of that orangey tone down here, but it isn't much of a difference. I was hoping there would be a bit more of a distinct difference, but as I mentioned as I was pouring them onto the plate, they were very similar in color. I thought maybe when they would be on, they would be a little bit different, but I'm not too mad about it. Hopefully, since this has now had that red over the ends, the next time I go to dye it, once this is faded a bit, maybe I'll be able to put that yellow that I had originally wanted to put on there onto it. But for now, I am more than happy with this red. And with that said, I believe it is time to wrap up this video. Reminder that every single product that I have used is linked in the description box down below, as well as links to all of my social medias. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like down below, and while you're down there, hit that subscribe button. I upload videos every single week. You can click right here to watch the last hair dyeing video I did, or you can click right here to watch something else from me. And before you go, leave me a comment down below letting me know what you would like to see me do with my hair next. That is all, and I will see you guys next time.